Wow, it's been a minute since I shot one of my updates and shared how I'm doing and where I'm at on my journey. Um, and to be honest, I have to think of how long it's been because I've gotten past counting down the days like I once did, because I don't know, it just seems when you get to a certain amount of time away from the chaos and the drama and the being trapped in the bonds of codependency or dysfunctional relationship, a toxic relationship, it just doesn't seem as important. In the beginning, I think it's really helpful to do that and to celebrate it each and every day, each and every minute that you can manage to sum up the strength and the courage and the discipline to stay away from your addiction. And my addiction was another person, amongst other things. You know, I realized like part of my addiction was also punishing myself. If in my experience, I know now that I knew there was something wrong, and I knew that I was hurting myself by being there, by being with that person, by tolerating what I tolerated, by rationalizing it, making excuses. I knew at a very deep level, and it wasn't, you know, the stuff that happened, the behaviors, the physical stuff, the emotional stuff, the abuse or the harm that was caused in the moment. Yeah, that sucked, and that did hurt, but by far the worst, the most painful thing that I came to realize was the abandonment of myself. And that didn't start with her. That started a long time before I met her, my last relationship. And to come to terms and to get to a place of forgiving myself, true forgiveness of myself for just letting that happen, for trading off parts of myself, abandoning parts of myself, literally cutting off pieces of who I was, for wearing masks, for trying to be what I thought other people wanted. Gosh, that's taken so much more to overcome, to recover and heal from than what took place in that relationship. And it is the real work. It's what brought the most transformational, if you want to say, the most meaningful change in how and who I am now and who I'm being, who I'm actively living in this moment. And I feel for each of you if you're going through that, but it's part of it, and it's totally worth what happened to be where I'm at now. And I've learned that you can't go back, you can't change what's happened in the past. And it's taken me a long time to exercise and strengthen the muscle of acceptance, of being okay with things that are outside of my control, with having a sense of faith and trust. Believe me, there's times where I'm still working on it, in the belief that this is all happening for a reason, that there is a grander divine purpose behind it all, and that this experience is happening for me, not to me. I'm not here to be punished, at least not anymore. And I refuse to be living as if I am. And I did that for a while, and I allowed other people to see me that way and interact with me in that way. And I get it. There are a lot of people out there hurting. Most people are out there hurting in one degree or another. And my heart goes out to every single one. And I offer my support and my love to each and every one of you experiencing that. But it's not for me to take on anymore as part of myself, and it's not my responsibility to try and fix it or to try and judge it or anything else, because that's someone else's job, right? That's a higher power's job, and all I can do is offer my love and try to be open and keep my heart open as best that I can to those in need. So yeah, I think it's been 18 months now since I embarked on this journey and started getting past some of my fears and being in front of you guys and sharing my life and my experience and my emotions and my past and my history and my learnings. And I hope you've gotten something out of it, and I hope you'll continue to get something out of it. In the least, at least to know that you're not alone, and that there's other people out there who have experienced the same thing or are going through it right now in this moment. So what else can I share? I still am prioritizing my love affair with myself as my most important relationship, right ahead of that with my children, and that with my higher power. And I think that's something that a codependent like me, and if you're a codependent as well, needs to continue. And I'm not interested in making a trade-off or getting into a conditional, transactional relationship with anybody. And gosh, I spent so many years not loving me that I feel like I deserve the time to focus on that. And I don't know, I think maybe we can do that in relationships as well. I hope so. I still welcome the opportunity to get to know other people and experience other people and learn from them and believe that they can offer, I don't know, offer spice, offer some extra flavor to the experience of our lives, right? Lately, I have been working on coaching and facilitating those who are going through the trenches. Last year, I devoted most of the year working on myself and getting to a place where I felt stable and able to understand my circumstance and myself and why things happened, and now I've shifted that focus to helping others more deliberately to do the same, and doing that through coaching and facilitating through Tim Fletcher's program. And you can feel free to look him up on YouTube or go to his website or Google him. And he's been my mentor and someone who has helped to teach me a lot of tools over the past year, and opened my eyes to what was really going on with me, and how to heal and conquer, battle the true issue in my life, which has been shame. And that's the root. That's the root of all evil, in my opinion, is shame. I truly believe that we would not harm other people, cause harm to other people or ourselves if we did not have the emotion, the experience internally of shame. And it's the cause of so much pain and suffering and turmoil in our world. So I'm on a mission to help alleviate shame and to disrupt the cycle of passing it on, especially starting with myself and my own family. And that's my mission and purpose currently. So one thing that comes up is how much I've learned about listening. I never really truly listened like I've started to over this past year. I never even relating to being an empath made me feel like I could understand people, I could feel people, I could sense people, and that was true, but in all of my quests and desire to understand others, I never realized how, I don't know, how fundamental it is to just shut the up and listen, and listen with an intent, a deliberate openness, and just presence. I spent so many years not being present in so many different ways, whether it be in my relationships with my significant others, or with my children, or even in the workplace. You know, I was either caught up in my head, or caught up in fantasy, or caught